Hello everyone, it's Darlene and it's almost time for our big day on October 27th. I wanted to go over the setup day on October 26th and October 27th, the day of the conference. So if you can just follow along. Some folks from my office plan to get to the Hilton at 11 a.m. to start organizing all of the boxes that will be used for the conference, the registration, and also for the stuffing of the bags. If everyone else who's been identified by their BOCES can get there at noon, it would be appreciated. Please plan to either bring your lunch or to order at the hotel. I'm going to try to pick up some cookies and brownies just so that we don't run out of any kind of sugar or energy before all of those 600 bags are stuffed. If the Tech Cafe up in the Savoy, Laura C. and I will try to begin setting that up. The final setup of that will be on October 27th, and we'll have approximately 15 people there. The day of the conference, I'd like everyone to get there around 7:30 a.m. and to remain until 3. There are a couple of people that we're going to ask to get there earlier, and we will review that. Here are some notes. If any reporters come, please see the front desk, the registration area, and they will get from our communications office. Nancy Lenz will be on site. Any of the presiders or anyone during the conference, if you need assistance and you cannot find a BOCES coordinator or the front desk, please just pick up a hotel phone and then ask for who you need. We are expecting some people to get there as early as 7 a.m., mostly the vendors. So if we can have at least one person from each BOCES get there at 7 a.m. to set up their registration tables. Amy and I will be there from Eastern. And just a note that we are staging in the Executive Conference Room 3, and I have hired someone to stay in that room all day, and that is because we'll have equipment, and that will be a place where we can leave our purses or anything that would be of value, and to have knowledge that it will be secure there. Also note that this year in the conference room where we're staging, we will have facilities to ourselves, so there is a bathroom on site, and then we'll make sure that there's water back there. And I've also asked the hotel to put any extra breakfast material back there, so if you do need something to eat between the conference, hopefully we'll have some noshes back there. You can see who is assigned to the different different registration tables. There are 4 registration tables, one for Eastern, one for Western, one for Nassau, and then again for the presenter and vendor registration table. 4 registration tables. You can see who's going to help the vendor set up, and Amy Schildwachter is in charge. Amy did a great job rounding up and organizing all the vendors, so thank you. Paula Kay, if you can plan to be Tony Wagner's handler that morning and just making sure that he's comfortable. He's staying at the hotel the night before as a VIP. The introductions will be handled separately in another email, but that will be for Gary Bixhorn and the other district superintendents. Don Heber is setting up Twitter Camp as well as Tony's laptop presentation. If someone who finds himself not assigned in the morning can help Don, that would be appreciated. The Tech Cafe, they are trying to set up the Tech Cafe as early as 8 a.m. So if Laura, Rafika, and Harvey, if you guys can set up the Tech Cafe, you will need to put West Hampton Beach laptops up there as well as Dell's, and I'll give you more information about those. The breakout room setups, if you guys can just, Eileen, Frank, and Debbie Gherkin, if you can just rotate around the north wing and making sure that the projectors are being set up and all of the external speakers. We hired a company from the hotel to come and set up all of that, and if you could just be around to provide assistance, that would be excellent. Laura, I think I've already spoken to you about this. We allowed this year for the vendors to have lunch a little bit earlier if they wanted to, 11:45 to 12:15. So Laura, you can please make your way to the grand ballroom a little bit before 11:45 and just check to make sure that any vendors, only vendors coming through, not attendees, only vendors coming through. and that they have name badges to ensure that they paid. During the session 2, the tech cafes, Trish and Rafika, if you can just walk around, one on the top floor and one on the bottom floor, and just make sure everyone's comfortable, and if they need anything technical, you can provide assistance. Debbie, Monday, I'm going to ask you to swap the posters out from the PM session to the AM session, and those are Bill Samari's posters. Marilyn, I'll ask that you make yourself available, please, if any publicity come, TV, radio, etc. They will probably go to the front registration desk where Nancy Lenz will help them. They'll either get me or you, and then we can provide assistance. I'm going to scroll down now, and you can see that who is assigned to be a presider in any of the rooms during AM or PM sessions. So it starts from Laura and it goes to Elisa and on down. When you're all coming to the registration desk the morning of October 27th, and I will give you a script that tells you exactly what rooms you are to go in, what time you're supposed to be there, and there's a script so that you can easily introduce the presenters. Your job is to be what you do best, and that is friendly and welcoming. You're going to help them if they have any technical issues and be a runner and come and get someone to provide assistance. Sometimes there's issues with connectivity during the day, and again, you'll reach out of your presentation room and get help. Sometimes it's things like room temperature. So again, just do your best to make them comfortable. I'll continue to scroll down. The Tech Cafe, we already talked about who's going to be the presiders up at the top. The presiders for Wildwood and the Executive Conference Room 2, this is Valerie and Trish Iannacone. And my office, there are 4 people that are handling the raffles. Again this year, all the raffle winners will be posted outside and all over the conference area right at 2:15, so that when folks leave the final session, session 2, they can turn and see if they won or not. And then please direct them to the vendor so that the vendor can give them what they won. I'd like all Eastern Suffolk BOCES staff on deck to pack up equipment, the boxes, and to get everything onto the truck. The truck is expected to be there around 2:30. Rafika, you are the person who needs to be up in the Tech Cafe, and please, some folks go up there, the folks who are assigned to the Tech Cafe, and help her pack up and check to make sure that all of the Dell tags are correct and all the laptops are back in their boxes, as well as the West Hampton Beach laptops. So thank you. If anyone has any questions, please contact your local BOCES administrator, and we will see you on October 27th, bright and early, in your best BOCES garb. And thank you everyone for your support.